Golden State Clash as two teams from the state of California try to claim some bragging rights. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Stanford Cardinal, taking on a team from the Mountain West, the Fresno State Bulldogs. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Fresno State will kick it off, and we will be underway. He'll start the return inside his 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. So the Stanford Cardinal offense will take the field for the first possession of the day. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
Looking to throw on first down. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
Well, you can see why this team thinks this kid has a real bright future. It's amazing. He's only a true freshman. He's not built like one, though, and you saw it on that last play. Trust me, that is the first of many sacks in this kid's collegiate career.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Guys, let's talk just for a second about Stanford. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them up for success this season.
They did, and they didn't go bonkers and go crazy, Jesse. I like how they just saw a couple guys that they thought fit their system, fit their culture, and now they're bringing them in so they can rise the tide of this team.
Yeah, this feels like a curated roster, right? They only had a few holes that they had to fill up, and they went out, they put their effort into finding the right guy. They feel like they've upgraded their roster with just a few portal additions.
So Fresno State's offense will go to work for the first time today. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
They'll try to run for it. Breaks into the open. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Bulldogs just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Pulled down after a pickup of 5, but they knocked that defense back, and they've got it down to the 34.
I know that wasn't a big, huge play, and everybody's not excited, and the fans aren't going crazy, but those are the plays that in the fourth quarter matter a lot. Again, making you tackle my back, making you feel the...
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. Starts a drive, trying to go up top. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Offense gets set for second down. The play action fake. On the move and looking deep. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down. Trying to pick up a first down. It's a draw. And they're able to get a third down stop here. See if they go for it on fourth. Stanford looking to convert this fourth down. Trying to keep this drive alive. Back down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Out of the gun, the inside give. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. Stanford at the line, needing to convert on third and short. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Wants to throw on first down. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. The Cardinal increasing the degree of difficulty after that last play. It's second and long.
Oh, it's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Stanford comes to the line, and that first down marker is a long way away. Hand off from the shotgun. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And I really don't understand the play call. Palmer, like third and long, and they're not trusting the quarterback. Does this say something about their quarterback moving forward? We'll get to that as the game progresses. But, man, I just think you got to trust your quarterback, and you got to pass the football on third and long.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Purdue delivered the knockout blow early in this one, en route to the type of win that can turn some heads there in the Big Ten. Trust me when I say the party is on in West Lafayette. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Quick pass on the jet motion. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. So now it's second and long. Looking to fire. Pressure coming. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
I love the start for this quarterback on third down. Third down, obviously money down. Got to have success, but to have success early, now it opens up everything. Like, we trust him. He's got a rhythm going. He's feeling good and got a lot of confidence.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
Right on the money. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Fresno State moving it quickly down the field. Motion from the wideout. Running back searching for a hole. Makes it past the marker. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You know, you got to be careful when you're running the draw play because you're hoping those defensive ends get way up the field, thinking it's pass. Didn't happen that time, and the defense was able to get a negative play.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. But that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. He'll try to put one down the boulevard from 42 yards out. And he barely got enough of that one to somehow tuck it into the left corner just over the crossbar. And with the field goal guys all locked up here in the first quarter. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. If you kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Well, they've put themselves in a hole. It's 1st and 20. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
Really nice job by the defense that time, stopping the option. Everyone accounted for. You saw the quarterback. He was holding it. He was running wider and wider out to the perimeter of the field. But this defense has really good speed. They made that play because everybody was on the same page. Nice job.
Stanford lines up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Fresno State takes over, and the offense will go back to work. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. To the air on 1st down. Rushes on him. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. Oh, man, they've already lost one quarterback today. Now the backup comes in and has to take a shot.
Man, I might think about protecting my QB a little better. I already lost one. Now your second guy gets hit, and you got to keep this guy healthy. You got to keep him upright. You got to protect your quarterback, man.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Wants to go up top. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. Fresno State will have to punt. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Fair catch is made inside his own 20 at the 17-yard line. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Gets it out fast. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. Back to pass. It's complete to the left. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. The Cardinal come to the line facing third and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. Here's a heat. He'll try to do it himself. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. The Cardinal will have to boot it away. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. Intercepted. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Off play action on first down. Bringing the heat. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Complete in the middle. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. He'll take a shot. Broken up, incomplete, and nearly intercepted in the end zone. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Off the play fake. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
And he gets home again, continuing his production. Last week, 2 sacks. This week, already a sack in the first half. This guy has been on a sack terror.
Under fire. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away. Stanford lines up to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. Fresno State takes over, and the offense will go back to work. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I'd have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
Tight end now in motion. Wide receiver comes in motion. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. There he goes. Just what the doctor ordered to get away from the shadow of that goalpost and pick up a first down at the 23. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Quick pass on the fly motion. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. And the Bulldogs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Got him downfield. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Bulldogs are moving quickly down the field. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Turns it on in midfield. He's loose. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
Leaves it with the running back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling.
Oh, he's got some space. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big third down conversion by this offense.
Well, the offense trying to catch him off guard a little bit, running that draw play, but the defense wasn't fooled. Everybody stayed in their lane, and they're able to get the tackle for loss.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. And the ball is free on the pitch. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. They drag him down, but not before they get the turnover and a terrific return on the fumble. Great place to start for this offense. Wide receiver going in motion. Give to the running back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Give to the back. Tackle is made at the 30-yard line after he picked up 4. The Cardinal come to the line with lots of work to do on 3rd down. He'll try the left side. Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a 3rd down stop. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. Well, they've already made one. The holder will put it down at the 38 for a 48-yard attempt. He just barely got enough of that one and just barely kept it straight enough, too. And with that, they've taken the lead. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. That fumble in plus territory just ruined that last drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating when you got the offense moving a little bit and you put that thing on the deck, Jesse. But move on, reload, forget about it.
At the end of the day, it's just fundamental football, right? They practice it all week. 5 points of pressure. Every ball carrier has to have it. They just got to do a better job moving forward.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And now this offense will try to overcome that 2nd down incompletion. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Fires to the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a 1st down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
He's got it again. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Down to 2 minutes to play. We'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over. A chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. And the Bulldogs line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short.
Get set.
Looking to throw for it. Quickly complete. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far. But starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
The sure hands, it's Smith.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Bulldogs, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put throw into the end zone. It's picked off.
And he makes another momentum-building play. His 2nd interception in the first half. He can feel where the football's going. Got a good beat on this offense and making plays early and often for his club.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Back to pass. This time on target. They get it out to the 36 and on the move after a pickup of 15. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Stanford with a lot of options here on 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Got his man quickly. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the 1st down. Inside a minute to play in the half. Might we get a touchdown after all before the break? Looking downfield on 1st down. And just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
Back to pass on 2nd down. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. All kinds of room to the right. Touchdown, Bulldogs. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
You always hear coaches harping on their quarterbacks to keep 2 hands on the ball. That time, he got hit. The ball came free, bounced right into the defender's hands, and he makes them pay, taking it back all the way for a score.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point was good to finish things off. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Northwestern stomped a mud hole en route to a double-digit win, and they did it outside of Evanston. That speaks to the way this coach has galvanized this team and the direction this program is headed. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. After that last incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from their own 20. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Finds his tight end. He gets it down to the 30-yard line, and time is running short here in the first half. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They'll run it from the gun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Leaves it with the back. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like we've got a terrific scene there today in Fresno. And this second half will likely come down to which offense can figure something, anything out. Take some chances, get creative. Both offensive coordinators had full heads of hair at the start of this game, but right now, they look like cue balls after one frustrating first half. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside Valley Children's Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. Stanford will boot it away to start this second half. Here's the return from inside his 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Fresno State takes over and the offense will go back to work. They have the lead to start the third quarter, but I'd imagine ball security was a topic at halftime.
Yeah, and I think you take the lead and you try to stay optimistic with your team, but
Turning it on! And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward. This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and leading the clock.
yeah, run the football. You're ahead. You can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
Flips it out on the screen. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking to fire. And he will score! Touchdown, Fresno State!
Love the play design on offense because you get your playmaker, the guy you want with the ball in his hands. You get him open, easy throw for back. Receiver does the rest. Put 6 up on the board.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Chunked it away just as he was hit.
Man, this quarterback is going to need an ice bath when this game is over because he is getting whacked. We've seen him go down. He's been sacked time and time again. He just got nailed another time on that last play. He can't wait for this game to be over.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. Stanford lines up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Here's the handoff. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. Fresno State will have to punt it away. They kick it away on 4th down. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. Trying to start the drive with a pass. They're working that left side. At the 40, there he goes. To running room. He's at the 10. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Stanford! Here comes the 2-point try. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short, and he did the rest of the work.
And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. Fresno State takes over and the offense will go back to work. The lead has been sliced to a field goal, and now they'll try to answer. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. At the 35, he's open. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Here comes the offense on 1st down. They'll move the wide receiver. Might as well give it to him again. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Fresno State back to work with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the back. Running into the open space.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Motion from the wide receiver. They'll go up top on 2nd and short. And the pass is incomplete, but it might not matter. Flag is down, and it looked as if the defense was roughing up that receiver.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. They'll leave it with him. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone.
Well, you're seeing the versatility of this running back right now in these last two plays. They threw it to him on the last first down to get this first down, and then handed it to him to get another first down. It seems like giving this guy the football is a pretty good idea.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After getting knocked back, it's 2nd and goal from the 4. Takes the handoff. It's down. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that. No gain on the play.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
I see a look of disappointment from this kicker, but that offense is happy. They'll stay out there and go for it. 4th and goal from the 4. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. To the ground with the back. Couldn't find any way to get out of the end zone, and they get him for a safety.
Well, the defense could smell blood in the water in that situation, and a great job pursuing, getting to the football, showing you all of that athleticism they have, and they come away with the safety.
Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. With jet sweep pass. He breaks a tackle.
And that's a really good job by the defense, reacting to what they see. They see the quarterback flip it forward on the touch pass. Now got to go get it, right? Corral that football. He picked up some yards, yeah, but you didn't give up that big explosive play. And now you have to make him earn it now on the next down.
Fires to the tight end. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. New set of downs after the completion. They're going to run it. Runs through a tackle.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. Breaks into the open. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
And listen, they didn't get the huge play off of that, but I love the ability to show that and be able to show plays off of that jet motion and just show them you're willing to complete it. But, you know, get those little chunks at a time. It doesn't have to always be a home run. It's still a successful play. Yeah, and I just need a crease. I need you offensive linemen, just like right here. Great job holding the point of attack. Don't let any penetration come in. Give me a little sliver, and then you see the running back, Palmer. He'll do the rest, lower his shoulder, and make sure he gets the first down.
Yeah, it means a lot to this offense, too, to have a guy like this that always just seems to fall forward. He always, in these short yardage situations, knows where that first down marker is, and he's able to get those hidden yards in piles, driving his legs to help keep this drive alive.
Just has a knack of finding that crease and gets it down to the 41.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. Now, how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. Open space at the 25. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
And 3rd and 1, you know they're running the football. It's just a matter of who's getting it and where they're going. But this offense, it really didn't matter. Nice job up front, nice execution, picking up not only the 1, making it an even bigger play and getting the first down.
Gets it out quickly. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. To the air on second down. Snags it. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can't pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. Keeps it on the draw. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
And I tell you what, Reason, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner will be brought down. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. From the gun, the running back has it. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. That's the end of the quarter, guys, and Fresno State is on top. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. So the final period starts with a second down play. Back to pass. He's got him. And he's down after the short completion. He did not make it to the first down marker.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the right. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. Stanford gets set to snap it on first down. Wants to throw on first down. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense trying to take it back. Touchdown, Fresno State. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
It's really hard as a quarterback because you got your eyes downfield. You're trying to find an open guy. You're trying to negotiate the rush, and all of a sudden people are swatting at the ball. They hit you. They knock it out. Got to do a better job next time of keeping two hands on the ball so you don't get it scooped and scored like what happened right there.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Knocked down behind the line. Boy, he powered through one tackler, but there were more there to greet him.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though.
He's got it along the sideline. And the explosiveness, the big gainer, gets it to the 49-yard line.
This offense has to take some chances down the field, continue to stretch the field, continue to try to make big plays. It's the fourth quarter, you're trailing. We need a few more of these.
Use the play fake, now to throw. Oh, they're after him. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Working well behind the sticks on second down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And the defense was locked in. You could tell they saw it, they reacted right away, got the running back on the ground immediately.
Stanford to the line on third and long. Defense wants to bring the heat. Here comes the heat. And the ball's loose in the backfield. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. He almost popped out of there for a huge return, but they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery.
why you got to avoid third and long situations if you're on offense, because the defense knows it's pass, and all these guys are pinning their ears back. They're getting upfield, and you're under so much duress. On top of that, you give up a fumble. That is a huge play for the defense.
Looking for room, it's Dell. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And the Bulldogs really need to keep this drive alive on third down. They'll try to get it through the air. And that third down pass left a vapor trail, but it's incomplete.
And sometimes you see great shooters, and they get on fire, and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
Punt is in the air. Not going to get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. When you're playing from behind, you can't afford to give it up the way they did the last drive, David.
No doubt, you cannot give the football away. Again, turnovers are the biggest stats in winning and losing games. You're behind, Palmer. Take care of the ball, but we got to go get a score here.
Yeah, and they just got to do a better job executing. I like the game plan so far for them, but they just need to go out.
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Well, the problem for this offense now late in the game, trailing by a bunch of points, is that the defense knows they're going to throw the football. And right now, offensively, they cannot protect the edge. You saw the speed coming from the outside. He was able to get to the quarterback for another negative play.
Lets it fly. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Cardinal will have to boot it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. That return man saw daylight the instant the ball touched his hands, and he darted to it and took it to the house.
And, Reese, I think it's one of the hardest things to do in football, to catch the ball as all these guys are flying around you, and you got to take it, make a miss, try to find spaces and creases that aren't there. Great job making a huge play. Special teams and punt returns coming up big.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Stanford has it back, the Cardinal offense returning to the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Trying play action. Quickly out to the tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the quarterback who makes a sure tackle. The Cardinals come to the line with lots of work to do on third down. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Stanford lines up to punt it away. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Fresno State takes over, and the offense will go back to work. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
The Bulldogs can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? And the Bulldogs come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Fresno State will have to punt. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Punt is in the air on 4th down. And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Works his way ahead for 3 out to the 14. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down at 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. They'll run the screen. There he goes. Goes out of bounds at the 25, and that's the way to get it out of your own end. They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. To the air on 1st down. Finds his big tight end. And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47.
How about the big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. He'll pull it down.
Defense is all about creating negative plays, and he does a really good job at the quarterback spot of not taking sacks. Like, that's a great job. He wants to throw the football. The clock goes off, he takes off, and gets a positive gain.
Unleashes it on the run. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like, they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They just keep firing. Under fire. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. And the defense jumps on it. They get that turnover.
Those are hard for offensive linemen. When they get beat, you're going, no, look out for your blind side. Watch out. But great job rushing the quarterback, getting him on the ground, and getting the football out. A little extra bonus. Nice job by the defense getting nasty.
Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. The quarterback takes a snap and takes a knee. We waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against each other over and over all through camp. Now you get to come out, start the season off 1-0, Jesse. Great start.
It was a great start for the winning team. Now, for the losing team, obviously not the way you want to get into this season. There were some mistakes with execution, and guys are going to have to do a better job individually. But that's why you play the games. You get to now go back to the drawing board, get back on the practice field, try and iron out these wrinkles. It's a long season ahead. A lot to play for.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.